The Iranian President Hassan Rouhani has had a mixed reception from boisterous crowds in Tehran on his return from New York, a day after his historic 15-minute phone conversation with President Obama. One group showed its support for Mr. Rouhani's diplomatic breakthrough, whilst another pelted him with shoes. The telephone conversation was the first time in more than 30 years that the leaders of the two countries have had direct communication. The long-running dispute about Iran's nuclear program was discussed during the 15-minute conversation. Joining me now is Dr. Reza Molavi, who's a guest professor at Tehran University. Very good afternoon to you. First of all, what do you make of the fact that it's actually happened?
I think it's good and very positive for both countries of Iran and the United States to be making this effort to mend fences, which has been building up for the past 34 years. And it is a good sign, I think, that they are talking to one another.
It has, though, taken this change of personnel, as it were, in Iran to get to this point, though, hasn't it? That's what's changed.
That's right. I think that the mood has changed quite a lot from Mr. Ahmadinejad's time to the present day Dr. Rouhani, who is a very astute politician, and as a head of a research institute in Iran for many, many years, he was able to articulate in the plans that he wishes to put forward for the socio-economic progress that the country must make. Otherwise, of course, the country as a whole would be in dire straits.
Could you have had this conversation at all, though, without the Supreme Leader saying, yes, go ahead?
If the Supreme Leader had not supported Dr. Rouhani, he wouldn't have been able to exchange pleasantries with any of the Western 5+1, and particularly with America. So I am quite confident that the leader is supporting Dr. Rouhani, but he wants to see what will happen after the 15th of October meetings in Geneva.
The reaction when he returned to Tehran has been very mixed, and that's going to be a bit of a stumbling block, isn't it? Persuading the hardliners in Iran that perhaps this is the way to go.
Yes, the hardliners not only in Iran but also in Israel and Washington, as well as, I dare say, in London, probably don't wish to see this rapprochement. They're probably all huddling, trying to come up with some ways in which that they could muddy up the water. So, but pragmatism has to move forward, and I think will win the day at the end of it.
It's been a little bit of a dance, though, hasn't it? Because the Americans have gone to the Iranians and given them a bit of a boost by President Obama lifting the phone and ringing the mobile phone of the Iranian ambassador, wasn't it?
Well, in actual fact, it was the Iranians that made the suggestion to speak to Mr. Obama before Dr. Rouhani left New York for Tehran. But irrespective of who made that suggestion, I think it was a good thing that they spoke to one another, and at least the ice was broken at that level. And Mr. Obama has made certain that in his talks he is hoping to carry on with the discussions.
Just very briefly, coming out of the Iranian news agency, they're saying that the Americans actually presented Dr. Rouhani with an artifact to take back as a gift. What do you make of that?
I think it's a token of goodwill. It is a gesture, a positive gesture, because up until just recently, America has had nothing but very discouraging words for Iran and Iranians. So these are all good signs.
Okay, Dr. Reza Molavi, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.